Okay, let's look at number 10. It says, write the equation of a circle with the center in the third quadrant if it's tangent to the x-axis and the lines x equals -6 and x equals 2. Do you guys remember what it means when a line is tangent to a circle? Yeah, it shares one point with the circle. So if you have this circle out there and a line is tangent to it, it's just going to touch the circle in that one spot. Okay, so then your circle, here's the center. If you drew a line from the center to that point of tangency, it's going to be perpendicular to the line. Okay, so I'm going to use this description. I'm going to graph a part of the drawing as much as I can graph. And we're going to figure out where the center is, what the radius is, and all that stuff. So here's my XY. I'm making my third quadrant bigger because that's where the center is going to be. And then x equals -6 is one point of tangency. X equals 2 is another point of tangency. And then this x-axis acts as another point of tangency, so it's going to be kind of like that. Something like that. So if I drew a line from the center to one of these tangents, it's going to be perpendicular and it's going to be the radius, right? So right like that. And if I drew it on the other side, same thing. So all the way across is your diameter. And I can figure out how big a way across it is just by counting up here, because that kind of restricts it, right? So at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way across is 8. The diameter is 8, so the radius has to be 4. So I can use that radius to help me figure out where the center is by counting from one side of the circle over 4 units and then down 4 units. That's a big unit, but so the circle, the center's right there at -4. X is -2, or H is -2, the K is -4. Are there any questions on that? Okay, so your equation would be x plus 2 squared plus y plus 4 squared equals 16, because you have to square that radius. Okay, so you use your tangency points and diameter, radius. Yes?
How did you find the third?
Well, the radius is 4, right? So from one side, I just counted 4 over, and I got to -2 for the H. And I also counted down because it's tangent to the x-axis as well. So I can count straight down 4 units, and that'll give me the K value. All right, let's look at number 11. One last example. Write the equation of the circle if the endpoints of the diameter are -2, 11 and -2, 3. So the midpoint, or the center, is right in the middle of the diameter. Okay, so what could I use to help me figure out what the center is? What? Yeah, the midpoint theorem. Right, so I can take my x's, add them together, divide by 2 for the x value, and get my y's, add them together, divide by 2 for the y value. So my HK is going to be -2 and 7. That's the center point. And then the radius, I'm going to use the distance formula. I can do it one of 2 ways. I can use the endpoints that they give me and find the length of the diameter and then divide that by 2, or I can use the center and one of the endpoints. It doesn't really matter. Which way would you guys like to do it? The second way? Okay, so use the center and one of the endpoints. So I'm going to use that one and that one. So the distance equals x minus x squared plus y minus y squared. And this -2 minus -2, that's going to be 0, so that's pretty much gone. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So your radius is going to be 4. Okay, so let's write the equation. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 7 squared equals 16.
Can you just subtract 7 and 3?
This is